Greetings, scrum, and welcome back to Pain is Coming. Last night, we got started in this beautiful world, killed some squirrels and beat up a worm, and of course, never died a single time. But besides the bosses, we're also able to get some nice, juicy summons. This time our goal is more defense, more summons, and more blood on our hands, as we'll be fighting the King Slime, Cthulhu's Eyes, and Crabulon. Same as last time, the mods will be in the description. With all that out of the way, let's begin, shall we? After checking out the boss log, I decided to be an anarchist and dethrone King Slime, and so we head down to the mines in search of rubies. I bought a few boom shurikens from the demolitionist and went on the hunt for gemstone caves. To our delight, we found one quite quickly, and soon began exploiting it of all its resources. This gives us access to the crown, and to the crimson I go. We're also able to get some contact lenses from random eyeballs that thought they could harass me, but soon realized I am far more superior. We're soon able to get a whole 6 lenses, which allows us to get the Eye of Cthulhu summon as well, or see for 3 days, 6 if you only have one eye. And after our endeavor through the mountain peak, I finally ended up in the Crimson. As I traverse, I'm soon reminded of Twilight. Edward Cullen specifically, which makes me start violently attacking everything in sight. I'm fine. I don't need therapy. I am the therapy. Heading back home, we buff up for King Slime, and by showing off our immense Terraria skills, we start chipping away at his health very fucking slowly. This is gonna be a painful episode, but we're determined. There's no way some slimy bastard's gonna tell us no, so we get a bit funky, a bit silly, a bit quirky. And instead of using the Star Staff, we're gonna summon bugs that hold the power of electricity, hoping that slime is a conductive source. And to my utter surprise, it seems we're doing even better. What isn't doing better is my ability to dodge, as he slimes us so hard, I'm practically covered in him. And not in the hot way. I regret saying those words. This is going to lead me into an existential crisis later, but now's not the time to worry about such little things. Though our loss is aggravating, I did devise a new plan, which is to simply get better.
Holy fuck, why was that so intense?
And just like that, we've dethroned King Slime. Grabbing his loot bag, we're after one item, that being the crown jewel. Upon opening, we are in fact not getting the jewel, but instead a load of nothing I want. It's gonna be one of these episodes where I summon King Slime an un-okay amount of times and only gives me the loot I need. I am not excited. I am not thrilled. But as a capitalist, I need things that I don't have, even if I won't use them anyways. And so off I go on my journey to commit treason in every possible way. After dethroning King Slime an unhealthy amount of times, and still not getting the thing I wanted, I figured it was a good time to take a break and give the Eye of Cthulhu a brand new vision test, while diagnosing with cataracts. This is the perfect trap. What could go wrong? Okay, you know, sometimes I wonder, what provoked me to do this? Why did I choose to go through hell? Was I cold? Was I bored? Regardless, we can't let this one single eyeball teach us, and so we do it once more.
Let's fucking go!
That went surprisingly well. But of course it did. We are, of course, the best Terraria player to ever live. We are peak. Every other Terraria YouTuber shivers in their timbers when I walk into the room. With the Eye of Cthulhu now defeated, we get a few new NPCs to make my life a little easier in the future. But while I wait for them to move in, I head over to the Sunken Sea to find an item called the Violetic Jelly. This was much more annoying than anticipated, but our time wasn't completely wasted. I was able to find a Draedon lab which gives some pretty sweet, succulent loot. This includes gravity potions, money, and mechanical shift for future use. We also angered a giant fucking clam. Instead of talking things out, it decided to start pounding me, and not in the fun way. But I was the bigger person and went home, unwillingly. Upon being sent home, we're able to meet all the new Alchemist NPCs. I made a bit more insta-houses so residents can be happier, and won't realize the inhumane rent prices I'm forcing them to pay. In this case, over 100,000. Then I set up some pylons so I can appear when they all least expect it. Back at home, I start looking into some of the Draedon stuff. After taking an embarrassing long time, we were able to figure out how to charge the lab-seeking mechanism, which in this case will lead us to the sky. While going up, we were able to find a lab inside a planet. This had the usual potions, money, and circuitry, but it also had a big-ass gun, which is probably considered a war crime in at least 10 different countries. But we'll save that for another day. Back on the ground, I figured it'd be a good time to start preparing for Crabulon. Heading to the mushroom, I collect 50 shrooms and then run back all the way over to the Crimson. I hate being here, but until we beat the brain of Cthulhu, we're stuck needing to run back and forth. With the Despacito shroom now in hand, we go down to the mushroom biome to summon him, and this boss is just a giant crab. I mean, there's no way he can't. Okay, it started a little rough, but maybe this time we'll... I mean, I've just been practicing. Crabulon isn't that hard of a... Caving in, I've made some insta-bridges to have a flat surface to run on, and start Crabulon's fight once more. And just like that, Crabulon was demolished, though he never stood a chance. With Crabulon out of the way, I head once more to the Crimson to get the Bloody Spine, and though it did take a little bit of grinding and a lot of walking, we managed to get it, and begin the Brain of Cthulhu Fight. But this is where I'm going to end it here, Scrum. Thank you all for watching episode 2 of Pain is Content. If you enjoyed, remember to like and sub so you won't miss episodes 3, 4, and even more epic content. Also, remember to comment so I can hear your guys' thoughts on the videos. I love hearing from you guys and try to respond as much as I can. Be sure to also check out my other socials so you can see my other quirky shenanigans. Everything is in the description for your easy access like last time. Thank you all for watching, and remember to stay quirky.